some men struggle with women. First and foremost, man, I'll pray to do some most out y'all. Make sure you guys like, subscribe on this content. Gonna be trying to grow a lot. And let's hop straight into it. We got my boy Austin Dunham, man, one of the coldest attraction dating coaches out there, man. Let's get into it though. Put my headphones in real quick, guys, and we'll hop straight into this.
So many guys think that if they just got more attractive, all of their dating problems will be solved. Now, what if I told you that's actually not the case? As a coach, I've worked with objectively handsome guys who are still not happy with their dating lives. Fun fact, I used to be one of them. So today I want to break down from my client's experience alongside with my own personal experience as to why handsome men still struggle with women and how you can fix it. So just to prove that this is actually a real problem, I'm gonna read you an email that was sent to me by another handsome individual. And here's what he said. He said, I often watch your videos on YouTube and I like your content. I write you today because I'm really lost with women and I honestly don't know who to turn to. On dating apps, I have no matches and like only from very ugly women, not beyond a 4 out of 10 trans or fake account. Even in real life, it's the same. All men around me often say, you're handsome, it must be easy for you to get women.
So before we even, you know what I'm saying, get into it, he says, on dating apps, I have no match and like only from very ugly women, not beyond the 4 or 10 trans or fake account. What you guys are learning about dating on Tinder is that it is a very high risk. You have a chance of running into, you know what I'm saying, Rainbow Six, you feel me? You know what that is. But the thing is, a lot of 4 out of 10 is gonna hit you up. You know, the Hall of Fame fridge protectors. You got you know, the Hall of Fame I don't stop eating. You know, they got all the badges when it comes to food. You know what I'm saying? They got all the badges. Any badge you can name, they got it. They got legend I don't get full. You know what I'm saying? They got all the badges you can think of. And so when you get these big women matching with you, or these women that's cooked, you know what I'm saying, for lack of better words, you know, your confidence will begin to decline. It'll begin to go in a place where, you know what I'm saying, you feel like it's you when it's not. You're not going to find your girlfriend, your wife on dating apps. You're not going to find legitimate dating options, stable dating options, especially as an attractive man on dating apps. You're putting yourself at a bigger risk when you're attractive on dating apps, because you will have a lot of catfishes, a lot of Rainbow Six, you know what I'm saying, a lot of 4 out of 10s. It's going to be a lot of things you attract on the dating app that you don't want no parts of.
But that's the problem. Only men say this, and for women, it's generally the opposite. They often say, I don't like him too much, or he's not my type. They don't say that in front of me, of course, but this is the return I have indirectly. Not to mention the fact that they never compliment me, and like on dating apps, I have eye contact only from very ugly women. From 4 out of 10, they literally don't see me. I am invisible. How is this possible? Why does it seem easy for guys around me, but so difficult for me? Even just average guys have more attention from women compared to me. What is wrong with me? I put screenshots of my actual Tinder account so that you can confirm from your own opinion. So yeah, guys, believe it or not, this is a real problem. And I actually took a look at some of his pictures and he was objectively handsome. The guy was at least a 7 out of 10. Now, reading that email really took me back to my own personal experiences to where I literally felt the same exact way. Now, from the dating app perspective, he did have artificial intelligence pictures. However, when it comes to, you know, the attention that he was getting in real life, or maybe the lack of results, it comes down to first the external factors in which we're going to discuss. So you guys probably heard of somebody, his name is Jeremy Meeks, aka Prison Bae. He went viral like in 2014 for his mugshot of being fairly attractive. However, I always say, Jeremy Meeks didn't randomly become a handsome guy. He's always been attractive most of his life. So how come at that particular time versus most of his life, he wasn't dating, you know, billionaires, he wasn't getting modeling contracts? Why is that? And it simply comes down to exposure. That mugshot alone gave Jeremy Meeks enough exposure, and through that exposure, opportunities started getting presented.
See, that's the thing. A lot of you guys, man, y'all struggling because y'all don't have enough exposure. Y'all don't have enough spotlight. And so when you don't have enough spotlight, then you decrease your chances. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of you guys, y'all go out approach women and y'all just get the number. Y'all don't give them y'all Instagram, anything like that. You don't even display that you can show, you know what I'm saying? You don't display how really attractive you are. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys have horrible Instagrams and this and that. Y'all come to me wondering why. You know what I'm saying? You have to be in the spotlight, bro. I'm not saying you got to go and try to get attention everywhere you go, but what I'm saying is you have to put yourself in the light. You know, if you expose yourself so that, you know, you can have a better dating life. If not, you know what I'm saying, you just gonna fail.
Presented more to him. So the first issue, and likely the first external factor in terms of why handsome men struggle with women, is because simply you do not have enough exposure. I always say this: you need to be on at least 3 marketing platforms, minimum 3: online dating, in real life, and social media. Online dating is going to be primarily Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, Instagram. Obviously, that's your social media. Instagram is pretty much the main one. And then outside of that, you need to be living a social life of abundance, actually presenting your handsome face out there. You know what's
Like I just said, presenting your handsome face out there. You can't just expect to just bag the chick off the rip in person, guys. This is why in a lot of cases, in a lot of scenarios, I talk to a girl or whatever, and I won't even ask for the number. I give her my Instagram. I want her to see, you know what I'm saying, my life, how I look, what I do. So she'll know, you know what I'm saying? This is a valuable option. You guys have to get in the habit of that, man. You guys have to.
crazy? The fact that you are handsome shows that you have so much more leverage versus the average guy. Now, in that particular email, once again, that guy was using AI pictures that obviously looked fake. So I can assume why he was.
And why you using AI pictures if you attractive, my guy? What? Why you using AI pictures if you're attractive? If you handsome, what the hell you using an AI picture? Like, bro, who the hell you think you is? Elon Musk or something? Damn.
Was not getting the results that he wanted, but alongside with that, he only sent me his Tinder account. He's only on Tinder. Guys, there's so many dating apps out there, and I work with clients where they get amazing results on Hinge, but they get horrible results on Tinder. They get amazing results on Bumble, but they get horrible results on Hinge. That is why if we put ourselves out there on multiple platforms, we can see what actually works best for us. And if you are a handsome guy, you should absolutely be online dating. But there's a right way to approach it, and we're gonna get into that. Not only that, with social media, the algorithm favors attractive people. So now you have even more leverage. Imagine you creating content. It could be posting pictures, it can be creating reels, whatever it is. The handsome, more attractive guy is gonna get more reach naturally, more engagement naturally, because he is just easy on the eyes versus an average unattractive person. That is the harsh reality of just social media in general. So that's why you should definitely be on all those platforms and posting consistently, not with AI pictures once again. But not only that, you wanna be sure you post portrait style pictures. A portrait style picture is literally anything that's just fairly close up, that pretty much just shows the body and your face. We don't need those crazy wide angle scenic pictures, you in nice environments. No, because the environment isn't the importance here. It's more so you. You are the leverage. Your face, your sex appeal, your looks, your style, all of that combined. Now, the next issue in terms of external factors and why handsome men struggle with women specifically online is because low effort. Just because people have told you that you're handsome, just because you know that you're handsome, doesn't mean you should put in lower effort. I've worked with plenty of handsome guys, and we always initially do some sort of audit on their dating profile. And time again.
You see, what y'all gotta understand is when y'all handsome, y'all typically feel like the world just revolves around you. You feel like you ain't gotta put in no effort to do nothing, which is true for some of y'all. Some of y'all are blessed with 1% genetics, and a perfect example of that is that King 68 great dude, just blessed with perfect genetics, 6'8", 6'9", however tall dude is, nice facial structure, nice teeth, you know what I'm saying? You're blessed with genetics like that. You don't have to even worry about even putting in the effort. Women are just gonna come to you. But if you're like 6, 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10. You're gonna have to put in some effort. I ain't saying you gotta chase the woman, but you're gonna have to put in some effort. You're gonna have to be on the pursuit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not all times, but sometimes, depending on the caliber of the woman and, you know what I'm saying, a lot of other factors too.
And I see the handsome guys just doing the mirror pictures, covering up half their face, doing the selfies. And yeah, in theory, that might sound good because since you have the face card, you don't have to put in a lot of results. But actually, there was a video, I think it was by Playing with Fire. So somebody on YouTube created a video where they tested the low effort Chad pictures versus the attractive to unattractive Indian guy who really put time into his presentation, got photos done, and guess what? He outperformed the Chad with low effort pictures, the mirror pictures, the selfies. And so my theory is that even if you are attractive, imagine if you actually still tried and put in effort. By the way, the AI pictures count as low effort, brother. I'm gonna keep talking about these AI pictures because they were that bad. They were that bad. But yes, the AI pictures count as low effort. And if you actually try, if we get the portrait shots done, if we even hire a photographer, if we start actually putting in effort to take pictures and remember to take pictures whenever we are out so that we can craft an attractive social media presence, an attractive dating app profile, you're gonna set yourself that much more apart because once again, you are already winning in the genetic lottery. You're already winning. So you might as well try and win even more. Now, in terms of picture selection, I will say at the minimum, 1 selfie and 1 mirror picture is fine, right? You can get away with that. But any more than that, we wanna simply avoid and use the other pictures to either demonstrate our status and or show off our looks. So far we've discussed the external factors, number 1 being not enough exposure, number 2 being the low effort pictures. Now, before we get into the internal factors, which I believe is the biggest root cause of this problem, let me ask you a question. What do you think all handsome men have in common besides obviously just being attractive? Probably they have good grooming, but definitely they take care of themselves, right? And a part of taking care of yourself is your skincare routine. And that is why I'm excited to.
Now I'm gonna skip over this, you know, it's an advertisement for a T10 lead. Gonna skip over that.
But I remember I had this friend, he was objectively less attractive compared to the people I was around. But I wasn't really that. Put this in perspective, external factors probably are going to be the biggest reason as to why you're not getting the results with women, even though you are objectively handsome. And just to put this in perspective, I have a story from high school and also sort of in my early adult years that really hit home for me. So I remember in high school, I had a small friend group, but I wasn't really that social. You know, girls always told me I was pretty attractive, especially compared to the people I was around. I went to a really small school. Actually, not a lot of black people were in the school either, so I kind of stood out. But I remember
I ain't gonna lie, Austin. You ain't even had to tell us that. We already knew. You know what I'm saying? Austin Dunham is a black man, but really, he kind of a Giga Chad under some black skin. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. He a Giga Chad under some black skin, man. I'm just gonna call it how I see it. You know what I'm saying? I already know, Austin. I already know that. You know what I'm saying? You definitely went to damn near an all-white school, and it's good because, like I try to tell people, you know, all of that black stuff and being hood and stuff like that, it doesn't work in the real world. But being black, but having, you know what I'm saying, professionalism all in you, being raised up in it, you'd be somebody like Austin Dunham, you know, very successful, very well spoken, you know. But hey, my God, we know you grew up in an all-white school. We can tell. You know what I'm saying? We can tell.
I had this friend, he was objectively less attractive than myself, but he was very social, he was confident, he was funny, he could have been a stand-up comedian, and he made connections with everybody, like everybody knew him. And because of that, I noticed when we were at this high school graduation, everybody wanted pictures with him. Hey bro, like come get his picture, or it's signed the yearbook, like everybody wanted his attention. And myself, I was a little envious of him because I honestly wanted that attention, and I thought that just being attractive would.
And that's what it is. Men are naturally more jealous, more envious. You know, whenever a man sees that guy getting all that attention like that, that's gonna piss him off. That's where the hate be coming from. Like they'll see. I had to cut that part out, but they'll see, you know what I'm saying, you getting that type of attention, and they'll get very pissed off about it, you know what I'm saying? They'll get extremely pissed off about it. And they'll use that as a stepping stone in their delusional mind to want to get at you just because everybody wants to take pictures with you, everybody want to talk to you, you know what I'm saying? They don't like that you getting attention and they not.
To help out with that, but truth is, because of my lack of social skills and lack of confidence, that's the reason why I really didn't have that amount of social connection, including with women. You know, and that's the biggest thing, is that he had a lot better success and results with women because of that. Sure, I had some successes here or there, but this guy, he was blowing me out the water even though he was less attractive than me. And that's when I came to the conclusion that even if you are attractive, if you don't have the social skills and confidence to go alongside with that, the truth is, it's almost a waste. It really is.
It is, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If you're not confident, if you're not able to just talk fluently and confidently, then you're gonna struggle. I'm not saying you gotta fit in with everybody. You don't. But I'm saying, like, when people are interacting with you, because people are gonna interact with you, they're gonna talk to you, they're gonna try to fill you out. And if you don't have a confident aura about yourself, you don't have you know what I'm saying, the ability to conversate amongst people when they ask you simple questions. A lot of y'all, people can ask, oh, what's your name? My name is Bob. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get so scared like that. And I'd be like, what? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's a waste of looks if you don't have confidence and the ability to socialize.
Now, not only that, but in my early adult life, this was 3-4 years ago, I was at a club and I was with another friend of mine. Actually, I just met him that night. And we had this section, we were standing up, they brought some girls to the section too. And me and him was actually eyeing the same girl. We were talking about her, but she was kind of looking at me and giving me choosing signals. And I should have approached her and spoke with her, given that she was so close in the environment, but I wasn't really confident in myself. But guess what my friend did? My friend, who was actually really less unattractive than myself. He was borderline overweight, pushing it, not that attractive in the face. Guess who she went home with that night? Him instead of me. You know why? Once again, the social skills and confidence.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. The hookup culture, it does not matter about this. I'm gonna be honest. She in the club and she's over there in y'all section. These girls have a price tag on them and they are just, for lack of better words, they're sluts. You know what I'm saying? So, can't really look at a situation like this, you know what I'm saying? Now, I will say this, if you are in regular life and you are looking for some long term, wife, like I told you, I don't advocate for hookup culture, but you need to have social skills, man. You need to be able to go up and talk to that woman if she's sending you choosing signals. And you honestly need to be able to cold approach too, guys. I got a very good cold approach story. I ain't gonna lie to you, I got a very great cold approach story that I might get into, you know what I'm saying, over another video or so. But this right here, it does make sense, you know what I'm saying? The girl was sending them choosing signals and sending them choosing signals in the club, and he didn't react. He didn't do anything. But the guy who was less attractive had the balls to go over there and talk to her. So a lot of handsome guys will get beat by guys who are less attractive because the less attractive guys have confidence. They have the ability to talk and not be unsure of themselves. A lot of guys have the best looks possible and still be unsure of themselves. Facts.
He was able to get up and talk to her, had her laughing the whole entire night while I'm just kind of standing there with my drink thinking about, oh man, I should have made a move, or I bet she thinks I'm more attractive than him. Having these negative thought patterns because I didn't have the confidence and social skills to actually get what I want. So with me saying that, what I realized is that you need to have an ego. You know that you are attractive, you know that you are handsome, and so you have to act like it. And that comes with having a degree of an ego, but also not having an ego in terms of, oh, she needs to come to me, or she ain't talking to me, I'm not gonna talk to her. No, you need to have the balls to actually get up, have the confidence. The ego sort of fuels the confidence, and then from there, you have the social skills to make a connection, build rapport, and speak with people. Because I'm telling you, especially in real life environments, maybe online it's a little bit different, but especially in real life, if you are handsome and you don't make the move, a lot of the chances and women and overall, you're just gonna miss out on. You really are. Now you might be thinking, oh, what should I say? Or I have a lack of social skills. I'm not that charismatic. Guess what? It doesn't matter as much because you have your face card, you have your looks to carry you. The guy who is a 5'4", 3 out of 10, yeah, you better be studying up on social skills, charisma, learning the best rapport building techniques and all these cringe PUA tactics. Yeah, you better be doing that. But if you are attractive, all you literally have to do is just make that connection. That's it. And then, as long as you're able to somewhat hold a conversation and you're not like completely autistic, no offense to my autistic people, but like as long as you're able to just speak, shit is just gonna play out.
You see, when you attractive, they accept the bare minimum. They accept the bare minimum, man. You don't gotta do too much. You don't gotta do this and that. And you know what I'm saying? They accept the bare minimum, literally.
In itself, but it's going to be on you to make that connection. That really comes from having the social skills and confidence overall. Like I said, I've been there. I've been in many situations where I just didn't have the confidence or social skills, and the less attractive guy ended up beating me. Now, the next internal factor I really want to talk about is from the fact that handsome guys tend to have naturally higher standards, which always isn't a bad thing, but if you don't have that much experience with women, we do have to work our way up. There is sort of a ladder to it. I remember when I was in high school, people always asked me why I was single, like, oh, so-and-so liked you, this girl liked you. And in my head, I was like, I deserve like a Kim Kardashian. If I'm so handsome, then I only want the bad bitch. Like, I don't want these 5, 6 out of 10s. But little did I realize and understand that I had no right at that point in time to deserve that outside of just because I was attractive, because people told me I was handsome. No, I had to work my way up. And in 2019, I really had this discovery because at the time I was sort of diving and dating women who I really wasn't that excited about, but I grew to like over time, and best believe I had crazy and amazing sexual experiences. But not only that, like as time went on and as my game got better and as my confidence got better, I naturally started attracting higher quality.
See, a lot of y'all feel like just because y'all handsome and attractive, y'all finna get bad women. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of us who look that good will have a good-looking woman coming up on them, or a good-looking woman to be receptive towards him if he try to go and talk to him. Now, listen. I'm a very big advocate for that. And I tell y'all, man, I'm not capping to y'all. Like, I'm telling y'all right now. Like, some of the women who have approached me, some of the women who have sent me choosing signals and made it obvious were some attractive women. Like, one of the most attractive women I ever had, you know what I'm saying, a conversation with as far as trying to date or whatever, she ran up on me like a woman literally ran on foot to come and talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, guys, ran on foot. And this woman was a 10 out of 10. Short, brown skin, nice body, very attractive, like extremely attractive. Like, have my kids marry her type of attractive. And you know what I'm saying, she ran me down and started a conversation. So, you guys have to understand that some of us have it like that, man, where without you even having to improve anything, improve your social and your confidence, a lot of us have it to the point where, I'm gonna just say some of us have it to the point where even a 10 out of 10 approach you. Good looking, attractive women,
Woman, it was like a level up. And now in 2025, looking back at the women who I'd been with in 2019 or even before that, I kind of look at them and be like, I wouldn't even look twice at these women. Truly, I would not. But that came with just leveling up and having my standards increase over time. I actually have a pretty attractive guy in my coaching program, Digital Romeo. And, he is a guy who does have those high standards. And I told him, if you do have these high standards, just do realize it's going to come with less volume. If we're only swiping and trying to talk to the 9s and 10s,
and that's another thing, y'all. Another reason y'all ain't getting a lot of women. You got high standards. When you have high standards as an attractive man, you're not going to get a lot of women. I'm telling you guys right now. High as my standards was, when I lowered my standards, I was getting a lot more women. Now, I'm not saying that they were cooked and chopped to the point where I had to bring them in on Arkham Asylum hours. But what I'm saying is that now some women don't get me wrong. Some women were Arkham Asylum hours. But what I'm saying is, if you have very high standards, expect way less volume, like he's saying. You cannot expect to have a whole slew of women. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna work like that unless you somewhere in Miami or something where that type of woman is just so common. Then you gonna have low volume, man.
It's no, it's going to be pretty difficult. You know, maybe we should start off with the sevens at a minimum, like people you're kind of attracted to, it just not super hot over, and then we can work our way up to the baddies. Now, also remember, if you lead with your looks, which most handsome guys do, meaning you lead with your sex appeal, your image, your physique, your face card, remember that you will attract women 1 to 2 points below your looks level unless you have some sort of contextual status or lead with resources. If you lead with your looks, you're gonna attract women who don't look as good as you. The baddies, the nines, and
I always remember, man, like I said, it's not common to have women that's above your sexual market value or at the same rate. Because if you ain't got no contextual status, like he's saying, or you ain't leading with your resources, you're gonna be attracting women 2 points below you. You know what I'm saying? And that is the honest truth, because you're just leading with your looks and you ain't leading with nothing else. So this is very true.
tens, it usually takes a little bit more than looks to just get those. It takes really good conversation. It takes some sort of contextual status and or even knowing them through a mutual friend, even meeting them in a particular environment to where it's only exclusive to particular people. I'm talking about like top of the line. Like that baddie Instagram model with 3 million followers, you're not gonna see her at the clubs. You might not see her on dating apps. Like you only meet that woman through high status circles, and that takes just elevating yourself to a certain degree and level. So do remember that if we are leading with our looks and not resources, likely you will attract women beneath that looks threshold. So take a look at the external factors we talked about along.
This is facts, man. So if y'all wondering why y'all struggling women, this is a very good video to explain it. You know, even if you handsome. So if you guys did enjoy this video and y'all found it helpful, make sure